Hey there. Talking to you. At home, at work, sitting in a chair, standing, sitting on a couch, maybe taking a shit. You ever thought to yourself, do you want a badass 4-door van with a Corvette motor? Well, if you never have, I'm here to tell you that's what you need. You guys can win this thing right here. 650 horsepower, Trailblazer SS, nitrous. Look at these wheels, 17-inch fronts, 15-inch beadlock rears. This thing is bad to the bone. Comes with 4 seat collars because you're gonna need them because you're gonna break you and all your friends' necks riding in it. And then, you know what, I'll even put a 5th one in there to throw out when you're at the stoplight and break someone else's neck. This thing is bad to the bone, and because it's so bad, triple entry day today. You like that? Feeling real good. Triple entry day. Every dollar you spend on lsnasty.com gets you 3 entries to win this. But wait, we got the swag packs up there, and they're normally double entry. So if that's 2, and my math is correct, 2 carry the 4, 6 entries per dollar you spend on the swag packs. Is that right, math? Is that?
I think so.
I know I said it confidently, but second guess myself a little bit. We got some brand new shirts up there. We got some brand new hats up there. We got stickers. We got fries that cross your eyes, socks, boxers, key tags, posters. We got it all. And every item that you purchase comes with a bushel of entries to win this thing. Look at the interior. I've talked about it before. I'm not gonna bore you guys because you guys are like, oh, you talk about all this shit all the time. Well, you know what? When you're giving away a Trailblazer, you can talk about it too. This thing's mint. This thing's tougher than $2 steak. And you got the man riding with you. Comes with it. So, you guys can win this. Go to lsnasty.com. First link in the description below. Triple entry day today. Alright guys, today is a monumental day for LS Nasty Racing Program. If you guys don't know what the LS Nasty Racing Program is my hair long enough to do that?
I was getting there.
Getting there? Gotta tuck it behind the ears. We are a semi-professional race program. I'd say I'm like Jackie Moon. And semi-professional, win a little bit here and there, lose a little bit here and there, but we bring the energy all the time. We bring the killer videos, and we bring you guys a lot of anger as you guys are like, oh my god, you can't finish a damn project. So you know what we did? We just bought one complete. We bought one turnkey. Literally turnkey. Turnkey. There ain't no key. But it turns and it runs. So let's get into it. With today's video, we would like to announce a new branch of the Nasty Racing Corporation. We have LS Nasty, which is the OG. We got Small Block Ford Nasty, which absorbed 8.2 deck Nasty just to the whole, small block Ford. We got Coyote Nasty, and we got Big Block Nasty. We got your 41X and your big blocks in there. And now, we have Pro Mod Nasty. Do you just look at it? What do you look at that? If you guys have Turbo Bullet, you know what this is. If you guys don't have Turbo Bullet, you probably save a lot of your money. But this is a Pro Mod. So we would like to welcome you to a new branch of the Nasty Racing Corporation. Pro Mod Nasty is in the house. This thing here is turnkey. We fired it up a couple times. It's on M5, which means it's got a little bit of nitro in there. So my eye's been watering. There ain't no bugs in the shop. There ain't no birds in the shop. Nothing else is living in the shop, because when you fire that thing up, it is insane. Insane. Absolutely smoking deal. Couldn't pass it up. Had to go get it. David and Logan drove out to Oklahoma, just there and back real quick. to pick this guy up, and it's pretty sick. So, do you want to pull the front end off and we'll show them? I mean, obviously, yeah. it's a blown alcohol nitro Hemi in a 57 Chevy. I don't know if I need to explain that, but that's what it is. It is a full Pro Mod chassis, and I'm gonna make the announcement here. It's in Pro Mod configuration on big tires. I love my small tires. There is a 92% chance this thing will be on 28s at some point in its life. Definitely 315s at some point just to have fun, but it'll be on 28s at some point in its life. But it's badass. So we'll do a reveal. We'll set the camera down on top of the car and we'll pull the front end off so you guys can be like, oh. Can't you hear it now? It's like, wah, 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 wah. All right, so this is what we have. We have a double frame rail, Bob Bunker chassis, 6.0 cert. Very nice, very nice. This car, someone actually hit me up on Instagram already, and they said they used to race this car, and then it got sold, and they were trying to figure out where it ended up, and pow, it ended up here, so it's going to have a definitely fun and exciting life. This thing's wild. It's very old school, mechanical injection, no EFI. It's got an MSD grid on it. But other than that, I mean, you're strapped to bars with a massive motor there. So it's got a cast block Keith Black.
Sounds right.
Keith Black Hemi block. It's got some billet dart heads on there. It's got a Littlefield 1471 blower. It's got this absolutely badass looking carbon blower hat, which is, this thing is just the bee's knees, if I'm being period correct. This thing's insane. I mean, it's crazy. This thing is, it's crazy. It's turnkey. We fired it up. So yeah, last night when it came in at 1 a.m., I'll have to make it a whole nother video. It'll be tomorrow's video. You'll have to wait to hear it in tomorrow's video. But this video, we'll just go over everything. It is insanely loud. I know what you guys are saying. Oh, John, you already had a Hemi and you couldn't figure out how to run it and blah, blah, blah. Well, that Hemi was clapped. We knew it was clapped. We took it out. And that was our first time ever dealing with anything like that. First time car on methanol. Learning. Took it out. When we went to rebuild it, we're like, we could build an LS motor for cheaper. We know the LS, so we put that in the black sheep. But now we understand how this works. It comes full circle. Before we didn't know shit, but now we know. So I feel pretty confident that we can figure this thing out and do whatever we need to do with it. But it's crazy looking. It's got big ass zoomies that if you walk by, it'll blow your shirt off. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. I've been around Pro Mods for a while now. I've always wanted to drive one, let alone have one here at the compound. So this is kind of like surreal to me. It's crazy. You guys know Jason Harris from yesterday's video. He was like, when I first saw Jason for the first time, he was driving a Pro Mod, and I was like, that's the coolest thing ever. And I was such a fanboy. I was like, what's it like to drive one of those? And here we are. Just, it's insane. Oh, you want to open up that door? I'll open up this door. We'll talk about the inside a little bit. All right. True Pro Mod fashion. Double frame rail, no dash, race car. I know what you guys are saying. What the hell is that? It's the transmission. It is a Linko. It's got a Bruno drive. It's a 3-speed. So pretty much how this works is, let me hop in here real quick. Also, this thing is definitely 1000% getting a race tech seat. We're gonna remove the.
Yeah, we measured it earlier. You have more clearance in this car than you did in Slick Rick.
Yeah.
So
oh yeah, it's good. I think the biggest issue is gonna see if we can get it in the door, but I think we'll be able to get it in the door. It's got a metal bucket, a spine holder, if you will. That's not my favorite, but all right. So how this thing works is it's got no park. Now I'm talking. This is just what I know of these from being around racing. It's got a converter drive on it. You can run these with a clutch. It has, this is neutral, this is forward, this is You got to be rolling reverse. So you guys will definitely be seeing me fight this sucker on the track, that's for sure. And then once you put it back in first gear, but you got to get rolling again or just have it free, you're in first now. So when you leave, it's got a trans brake converter drive, you floor it, you leave, you're already in first, you let go of the trans brake, you're hauling ass, then you grab second, and then you grab third, and then you throw the parachutes, and then you shut it off and probably put it back in neutral. This, not for me. We're going to get the AirPods to shift it, so it'll run, you know, through a computer and everything like that. But like I said, mechanical injection. If you look around, there's not a lot of electronics in this thing. I think there's a data log for just the timing, and then everything else, you're on your own. I mean, you're on your own. It's crazy, that's for sure. Big carbon tubs. We're gonna update a little bit for safety, where they put a big piece of metal behind the driver's seat in case the tire blows out, where it protects the driver. Race tech seat. Maybe modify the steering column, because a large man drove this, and now that I'm on a diet, I can't say I'm 190 pounds, but me driving this thing, I'd be like,
you can't even floor it, can you? Oh, you got it.
Not comfortably though, because like I'd be like literally big toeing it.
It's gonna push you all the way back in that seat, that's for sure.
And then when this thing like really starts hauling ass, but thank God there's no data log. You guys could be like, you're chicken footed. I'd be like, no, I'm flooring it. The steering column would like drop and come back a little bit more. Just put a bigger adapter on it, maybe lower it some. You can see where they've done updates to it, where they knock the paint off and then put some new stuff on there. So I mean, overall, I mean, it's for the price that we got this sucker for, insane. Close, very close to what we got Slick Rick for as just a roller with nothing in it. We got this thing turnkey. So deal of the century. It's got a Mark Williams 11-inch rear end in it. It's just got a bunch of badass shit. And we brought it here last night. We pulled it out of the trailer. We put some fuel in it. We put the external starter on it, flipped the switch, and fired it up. So
yeah, you should show them the start. I don't think we showed the starter in the video.
I already took it all apart, so you guys can't see it whip my ass, but alright, so it doesn't have a starter on it. 2 batteries, you link them together to make a 24-volt system. You cram this guy here up against the blower, you plug it up, you flip the switch, and that's the starter. It's terrifying. It is absolutely terrifying. I don't like this. Thank God I get to drive it, because I don't want to be starting that. It freaks me out when I start it now. But I mean, it's insane. It's really insane. Came with a bunch of spare parts. I think all this stuff here, spare parts. All this stuff. Spares. Wait, it came with spare pistons?
Oh yeah. Valves. Bunch of different sets, like 5 boxes of valves right there. Push rods, lifters, extra head, bunch of gaskets.
I run those in the Black Sheep. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, this is cool. Now we have a Pro Mod. It's got Santa shocks all around it. Spindle mount, front end, obviously Pro Mod. I mean, just, if you were to replicate this car, it'd cost you well over $100,000. Well over $100,000. So it's absolutely insane that I'm excited, dude. This is so awesome. We're gonna run it down to Bissett Performance, and I already talked to my guys over at Race Tech. We're gonna get a Race Tech seat for this, because safety is a huge key, especially something like this. Whenever you're racing, you need to feel comfortable, especially something as like violent and just like, I don't know how to describe this thing, but when you fire it up, it's like, it's crazy. Imagine you're in the cylinder. That's what it feels like. So being comfortable in there is a huge key. The Race Tech seat provides a bunch of safety. For me, I'm extremely comfortable in it, and I know that if something does happen, that's my highest percent, my best chance of coming out unscathed. So as long as we could fit the Race Tech in there, even if we can't fit the seat physically through the door, we'll cut a bar out, put it through the door, and put the bar back and get it mounted in there. So I'm excited. We got a Race Tech in Slick Rick, we got a Race Tech in the Colorado, and now we're gonna get a Race Tech in this. And I talked with Jason about it yesterday, because Jason races a lot of Pro Mod, You know, his last 2 cars had the race tech seats in them, and he swears by them and he loves them, and you don't understand until you sit in it. So very, very few updates. We're going to keep this thing as turnkey as possible. We're going to run it as it is until it lets go, because it will let go. I mean, that block's probably older than I am. And then once it lets go, we'll update it. But definitely like the blower vibe. I've been a blower guy my whole life. The turbo stuff for me is what I know. I don't know the blowers. So the blower stuff's cool. And plus, belts are made for whipping ass. So we're gonna whip some ass with this thing. This year, if it says come to win on 28s, this thing gonna be there. This thing gonna be there. So what do you think? Did I miss anything else important?
No, I don't think so.
How about this? This is the oil right here. Dry sump, oil, fuel. Don't crush this. Bad times. Yeah, this thing's sick, dude. It's crazy.
That's where the starter locks on.
Yeah, that's where the starter locks on right there, and you spin it over. Oh, it's not a screw blower, it's a roots blower. So for all you blower fanatics out there, no, it's not a damn screw blower. We're not there yet. You gotta walk before you can run. It's got a mag on it though. This thing will kill you. Don't touch it.
Literally.
You guys ever come to the track and see this thing, don't touch this. Stay away. That's why it's red. But yeah, this thing's badass. Pro mod here at Ellis Nasty. Would never thought. It all started off with the cow, the Corvette, and the boosted rooster, and look at us now. We made it. We made it. I don't know. I'm supposed to be a big LDR guy. I'm on my LDR diet, but Pro mod stuff's calling my name now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, it's triple entry to win the Trailblazer. You guys can go down to ellisnasty.com, get entered to win that. Tomorrow's upload will be the first fire up here at Ellis Nasty of this beast, and you're not going to want to miss it. So tune in tomorrow, 11 o'clock, the video will be out, and you'll hear some whop, 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 whop.